Okay, I got it working. Yeah, that only took me almost 40 minutes. And it worked this afternoon. But yeah, you're gonna get sound back once I put on my glove and actually click on the screen. There we go. So, finally, welcome everybody to Professor Layton's Spectre's Call. Get the little box. So yeah, this is officially the last Professor Layton game, technically, before the 3D era. I'm saying technically because we also have a crossover with Phoenix Wright, which we are also gonna play after this before we're going into the 3D era, but since it's a crossover and doesn't, you know, count towards the main release line, we're gonna play it anyway. It's a great and fun game, but yeah, you know. Let's actually start. It's actually one of the best story-based games, and that is a bit annoying. Let me fix that. There. I guess when one, I need to also move the other. I don't want to cut it up too much. I think like right there, and then I'm gonna change the size just a little bit. Like that. How about that? That's better. Okay. Yes, this is a work of fiction. The characters, groups, and events portrayed within are no way intended to resemble real life.
Long ago, in a lawless age, a pack of bandits invaded a small village. Amidst the chaos, a terrified young farm girl played her flute to drown out the madness. As the music spiraled high into the sky, a giant spectre appeared above her. She begged the spectre to destroy the bandits, and it swiftly obeyed. The town was saved, and the spectre vanished just as quickly as it had appeared. But the farm girl knew that in times of danger, she needed only to play the flute, and the spectre would appear again. A quaint tale, wouldn't you say? Aye, master. I think the time has come for us to pen the next chapter. Of course, master.
And that guy's the reason why this one is one of the greatest games. You guys will get to know him, but he's one of the best characters in all of the Professor Layton.
Well, what do you think, Luke? Do you see anything yet?
No, nothing.
I'm still having a tough time buying all of this. It sounds like some scary bedtime story. Is this even possible?
Well, we'll soon find out.
Who, if Emmy and not
little
Flora
boy who
here
predicts
this
when
time.
the giant spectre will appear. So what now? I mean, what if this thing never even shows up?
What on earth could that be?
It sounds like music.
It must be the flute.
Quickly, to the window!
What is that thing?
Can this be?
Spectre.
Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. Just
Finally see
giant
this
beast with
dark giant.
giant
and
claws
even more
destroying the city.
determined to help the professor keep his word. Together, we would shine the light of truth upon this ghastly shadow.
So it's called Spectre's Call in here, and it's called The Last Spectre for another thing. But yeah, so we meet again. As you can see, it already starts off pretty intense. So I need to quickly check if my... Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, no, it's on recording settings. That's the most important thing. So excuse me for the pause. Wasn't too sure since I added the sound source again.
Oh?
Top of the morning.
Why, thank you very much.
Oh, postal service was that quick,
Oh,
that would be
Professor?
nice.
Professor, a letter just came for you. Oh.
Thank you, Rosa. Ugh.
Sounds like someone was up researching all night. Again? It's no wonder the other professors are so intimidated by you.
Oh, they just think that I'm some young upstart.
You work too hard, Professor. It's no good. By the way, Dean Delmona came by and said he needed to speak to you, and that he would
What
drop
is
in
this?
later today. I don't know why he had to tell me that. He could have
Regards,
just come by
Clark.
later, if you ask me.
After all these
Saved
years?
him the trip.
Rosa, I'm going out.
Eh?
Oh. Thank you, Rosa.
I hope he remembers to eat something.
Just a very busy professor. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. And totally road safe. Would you say that?
Huh? Whoa! See here. What was that about?
Just bringing people in danger again.
Nice to see you again, Professor Layton.
And you are?
Come on! You have to remember her. She casually
Didn't
sits with
Dean
him in the
Delmona
car.
tell you?
She casually sits with him in the car. Safer than the like these steps nowadays. We had a very annoying encounter yesterday that was very dangerous. Not for us, but for some children. So basically, we drove through a street where there was 30 kilometers an hour, but there were children playing. There mostly are, so we drove a bit slower. And there is like a crossing where it goes to the left and straight, and a bunch of houses to all sides. And at the crossing, there's a hedge, and behind that hedge, a car drove out, which was fine. My mom braked, waited a bit. The car seemed to have noticed her, cause the dude braked too. My mom started driving again. That dude started driving again too, so my mom hit the brakes really hard. That dude stopped, like, right in the middle before her car again, looks at us, hits his gas fully, and goes back more, like, in a really fast speed in the back alley. You know, just to drive backwards and to then take the curve. Basically, yeah, almost taking out children with him. The children were super well behaved, like they knew what to do. They already, when they saw a car coming, they waited on the sidewalk with their bikes. But the dude blazing out there, and like, you know, the sidewalk is really close to where he drove, basically like really endangered them. Like, if he would have swerved like a little bit, with the speed he had backwards, he would have hit them. And, you know, they were standing, like, V-legged over their bikes, which means, like, if he had hit them, they would have at least had broken legs, if not more. And there's a pretty sturdy hedge there, so it wouldn't have blocked it. The branches are so hard, it would have actually more, you know, squeezed them between it. So, yeah, my mom honked at him. to signalizing, you know, are you not right in your head, there's children. And he knows that. He has 2 little children himself. And I know that because I walked past there multiple times and saw him play with them and warn them about the dangers of the road and stuff. What did the dude do? First of all, when he was on that side street, my mom started driving because she had the right of way. He was on a raised part on his own property and she was on the main road. So she had the right of way the entire time. But yeah, she drove, and then while we drove past him, he laughed at us, signaling something, and, you know, not curse signaling, but just some signaling, and then honked his car in a sound, so like, do-do-do-do-do-do. And I, like, how can you be so stupid? Like, first of all, he clearly, while knowing my mom was there, took her right away. He secondly endangered the children, which was the reason my mom actually honked, because, you know, sometimes you miss people, and it's fine, then you drive forward, but not full throttle backwards, or you drive backwards carefully if you see they stop, and just apologize or something, but you don't honk like crazy. And yeah, that dude was just laughing his ass off in his car while the children were standing there on the side. Like, what would have happened if a child, like, stumbled and he had full throttle? If he would have braked and he, like, at the speed he was, he actually took quite a braking distance backwards. He would have, like, half driven over them. Like, you know, you never know what happens. Like, children may misjudge the situation and think like, okay, yeah, he stopped, I can go back to the road or something, and, you know, something might happen there. Or, like, he could have swerved into them, it was so close. We were so pissed. Because that dude was, like, it's fine if you miss another car coming, that can happen, that's why you always pay attention yourself on the road, you know. It's fine if you had just driven out, but how can you endanger children like that? We were really pissed off there. Especially, you know, he knows there were children on the road. He even looked at them multiple times. And he has his own younger children. How can you behave like that? Like, what the heck? That guy should not have a driver's license. In my opinion, because that's just absolutely understandable. Yeah, I know it's no surprise, but it's really pissing me off, because, like, first of all, you know, he stopped, we started driving, and then he started driving too, endangering us, with us having to do an emergency brake. And then he drove so fast that he almost took out the children. Which is just... I was super mad. My mom was super mad. Like, how can you behave this, like... He behaved like a total asshole, like, dude, the world belongs to me, why should I care for others? But yeah, it happens, but it's so, Inherited truthfully with just a human friend. The thing is, a girlfriend next to him, or his wife, didn't even say anything. She laughed too, like we were at fault. At least the children were great about, you know, not moving and, like, witnessing the whole situation from the side, but oh goodness. Yeah, she's still human, that doesn't mean that you should behave that way. And I know it sadly happens and I cannot change it. Doesn't mean I cannot be angry about it. But yeah, so that happened yesterday. So what Emmy did there definitely was very dangerous and very stupid. But yeah, let's continue with the story. Why didn't Dina Mona tell you?
Tell me what?
I'm Emmy Altava, your new assistant. Call me Emmy.
I'm sorry, you're my...
Assistant? You do know what an assistant is, don't you?
Of course. I'm sorry, Miss Altava, but...
Professor, please, Emmy. And stop apologizing so much.
All right, Emmy. So sorry. But it seems that there has been some sort of mistake here.
Yeah, a lot of not should have behave compared to what happened tend to be very yeah. No, I understood that. I know, but still, it's like... So
I
yeah,
don't think so,
new
Professor.
assistant, huh?
Dean Delmona hired me himself. It seems that you have been too busy to attend your departmental meetings lately. Is that right?
Yeah,
Well,
he hasn't
I
even gone to
suppose there might be
Dinalmona,
some
which he
truth to
should
that.
have, but
However,
he didn't listen to his house carer, so...
Sounds to me like if anyone needs an assistant, it's you.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, indeed.
So, from now on, I'll be the backup on all your projects. Got it? Great. I can't wait to get started.
Well, I mean, she's a
I
whirlwind. She
wasn't too surprised
just
the professor didn't
casually-
remember me. It had
Look
been
at the
some time
bug.
since our first meeting, after all.
So that's so
And
funny.
clearly he had a lot on his mind. Which is exactly why he needed an assistant like me. It was
Sure.
my first day on the job, and I was ready for anything. Or so I thought. We still had yet to meet the young boy who would help us unravel the strangest mystery I could have ever imagined.
Ah, yes. So yeah, Amy just basically crashed into his,
Perplexing
almost
mystery, are
crashed
we
into
hot
his
on the
life
trail
like
out
that.
now?
She's an amazing personality, though. For all of those who don't know, there's actually a movie, a Professor Layton movie, and she plays a part in it, and it's so funny sometimes. So yeah, where
why
are we
would
on
you
to?
ask that?
That itch there bothers me. The top part seems to be fine, but this one, let me just... No, not what I wanted to do. Wanted to transform. Will you please open the freaking menu? Thank you. Today apparently programs don't like me, and that's fine. I'm totally fine with that, you know? There. Okay.
Well, you're off to somewhere in quite a hurry. Something must have piqued your interest.
Yeah, indeed.
That intuition will serve you well.
What's this? A letter?
I love how he casually trusts
good.
her without, like,
I
he didn't
received it
go
about
to
an
Dean
hour
and Mona
ago.
to
Go
talk to
ahead,
him,
read it
and
aloud.
he just casually trusts her. Even though she, like, almost caused him to crash into her own stuff. She's like a whirlwind, basically. Let's read the letter, huh?
Herschel, my dear old friend, I must earnestly seek your help again. Our little
Also, the
town is in
music
the
in
most
this game is so
extraordinary
good.
predicament. At night, a mysterious giant shrouded in fog has been laying waste to our homes. I am convinced you can help stop this madness. Please, come soon. Regards, Clark.
Yeah, who's Clark? Actually, no, here he is.
A giant? That's... How well do you know this person?
Clark and I go back a long way. I can't imagine he would fabricate stories for no reason. I find the other message in the letter very interesting as well.
Other message?
So this is basically the beginning of all. Herschel, my dear friend, I must earnestly seek your help again. Our little town is in the most extraordinary predicament. At night, a mysterious giant shrouded in fog has been laying waste to our homes. I'm convinced you can help stop this madness. Please come soon. I mean, I would say help SOS in the beginning line is probably... Oops. SP. Probably the right answer.
I think I got this one. I hate being wrong.
Why? It said help SOS. Oh, yeah, that was my bad. I misclicked. I have to
What do
kind
you
of
think
look
about
down
this?
to like type this in, and it's a bit like, you know, hard
You
to do
can't
that
let a
well.
puzzle intimidate you.
Trying to also look forward to read the rest of the message. Correct, a secret message in the letter was help SOS. What's going on here? Yes, we know all of the basic intro things. There's a secret message spelled out using the first letters of each line. Very good, Emmy. You just may turn out to be quite valuable as an assistant after all. Oh, thank you, Professor. That means a lot coming from you. But help SOS? Why would you send her hide this message? Well, that letter was sent by Clark Triton, a very dear friend of mine. Clark Triton, who is the father of... You guys should know it by now. Luke Triton. Yes, this is indeed the beginning of all. How they met each other. And how he met Emmy. And a lot of other people. So... You may have noticed by now that like the order of like stories is like a bit jumbled up, and that's because basically we're playing it in release order and not in, you know, order of story. So this one would be the first though. Well, that letter was sent by Clark Triton, a very dear friend of mine. Perhaps he added a hidden message to catch my attention. Still, it's not quite what I'd expect from him. Oh, this doesn't sound mysterious. Can't believe it, my first day on the job and already it's so Layton-esque. This is great. Layton-esque? Is that... what does that mean? Had you already heard of me before today? Heard of you? But of course I have. I know everything there is to know about you, Professor. Herschel Layton, youngest man to be awarded at Crescent University professorship at the age of 27, published in numerous academy journals. I could recite them chronologically if you like. Astute intellect and preternatural observational skills have proven invaluable for Scotland Yard. Assisted in solving some of London's most notoriously difficult cases. I'm married, 34 years old, Capricorn. I made up that last part, just a guess. Well, I see, you've certainly done your homework. Tell me, Emmy, why do you think Dean Damona selected you to be my assistant? I told him that I wanted to work with you, and that I wasn't going to take no for an answer. Really? May I ask why you were so intent on working with me? Just as I supposed. He doesn't remember. What was that, Emmy? Oh, nothing, Professor. I'll tell you at some point. Now, where are we going? Emmy, while you are my assistant, I must ask you to respect my most important rule. As a gentleman, I cannot allow you to accompany me into any dangerous situation. Of course, Professor, as long as we keep in mind that there are exceptions to every rule. Some ladies, you know, are thrilled by the prospect of danger. Yes, well, in answer to your question, we are heading to the town of Mist Hallory, where dear friend Clark resides. Mist Hallory? Mist Hallory? Why does that name sound so familiar? Well, about 6 months ago, evidence of what appears to be an accident. Culture was, sorry, not an accident. An ancient culture was unearthed there. Very important. You've probably read about it in the paper. Yes, that was it. As I recall, someone theorized that Miss Hallory might even be the site of fabled Golden Garden. No close friend of yours who lives in Miss Hallory has sent you an urgent plea for help. A great archaeological find linked to a mysterious letter with an air of danger about it. I can't possibly imagine a situation being more Layton-esque. I mean, could you refrain from... never mind. From using the word Layton-esque? Kinda funny. Layton received a letter from his old friend Clark, which held a hidden message within. Why would Clark use such a roundabout way to enlist his aid? This message was written with a typewriter, I must say. It's very unlike Clark to write this way. Town of Mist Hallory is said to lie over the remains of Great Golden Garden, built by an ancient civilization. Does it truly exist, or is it merely a legend? An article in London papers asserted that the Golden Garden lies somewhere in Mist Hallory. You know what, we're gonna save on Emmy's file. Why not? Fog of Mist Hallory, Chapter 1. So this is Mist Hallory then. It feels a little eerie. Mist Hallory is known for its thick fog. It's not that on a town shrouded in mist. It's like something out of a fairy tale. It's not like any fairy tale I've ever read. Just an ordinary wooden crate. Says you can swim here. Fishing is allowed though. The river is pretty impressive. Yes, it appears that several canals flow through the town into the river here. Well, at least there's no danger of a drought here. What's that on top of the hill? It looks like some sort of manor. Do you think maybe that's where your friend Mr. Triton lives? Perhaps. It seems a bit forbidding for Clark's taste, but one never knows. It's quite a curious shape, isn't it? Oh, look, someone's coming. Maybe we can ask him about the house. Oh dear. He needs to remember to change the oil, huh? Okay, he tells us about hint coins. Why, hello my friends. Allow me to be first to welcome you to Miss Hallory's Elders. I'm Elders, Charm. Nice hat. Would like to show you a lot of something that the locals like to keep a secret. Please touch that wooden box, but touch it like you mean and not just once. Yes, we learned about hint coins. It's beautiful. It shines like the sun. That's my friends. That's a hint coin. When you encounter a puzzle that you cannot solve, try using one of these little lovelies, but spend them wisely for their limited supply. If you squander them recklessly, it will not be there to dry your tears. Hint coins are hidden in many places, so if you see any suspicious, be well and touch away. That information, my friend, will serve you well in Miss Hallory. Remember to touch anything that catches your eye. Put your grubby hands all over this. And he's off. What an interesting fellow. We didn't even get a chance to ask about your friend. Any idea where Mr. Triton might live, Professor? No, unfortunately, there was no return address on the letter. Well, I'm sure someone in town knows him. Let's ask around. Yes, we don't need to read all that. That's just the instructions. Right, you are. Touch the shoes, pick a direction. Very good. Why don't you there, go ahead and give it a try. But first, let's search for some hint coins. Because there's obviously more than we just found. See? Okay, let's go. So the moving and all that stays pretty much the same throughout all the games. Oh, before I forget, Professor, I think we ought to make notes during our investigations. Excellent suggestion, and that tells us how to open the trunk, read the notes, and have certain of the mini-games that we can unlock, and so on and so forth. And we have the puzzle index. You know, standard Professor Layton stuff. And we have some episodes which we can watch, which is pretty new. Well, with all this to keep track of, I'm certainly going to earn my keep as a research assistant. I'm sure you pick it all up in no time. Shall we move on? Southernmost part of town is the Grand Bridge Quarter. There we go. Let's talk to this guy. Never seen you here before, Grams. Did you come to see the site? How you get into town? Grams, the professor doesn't look that old. May age aside, we're looking for Triton residence. But you happen to know where it is? Why should I tell you? I'm not saying a word unless you can solve my puzzle. Of course. So, in the Professor Layton world, everything is paid with puzzles. These 4 photos were all taken in the same place. 3 of the pictures were shot by a group of tourists taking turns on a single camera. The 4th photo was taken on another day by an unrelated person. Select the 3 photos that were taken by the tourist. There's a dog here. It wasn't there before. There's a bird there, but the bird can just fly randomly. And there's multiple birds here. And they seem to be drinking at the fountain. I think these 3 could also be the one with the dog that are
puzzle, to be sure.
separate. No, okay, well then it's the dog.
What could have
Too
gone
bad,
wrong
something in
here?
the picture will show which 3 are part of the same group. I need to see that again. All of these 3 have the dog though. would have thought it's this, because the dog is there, but maybe not.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
No?
A little more thought is in order.
Come on, there must be something I'm missing. It's starting out really well. Okay. Oh, it's the shadows. I was searching for shadows, but he has the shadows from the back and they all have it from top. That's what I was trying to figure, but I couldn't really see that, like, I missed the shadows before. I was actually searching for them. I love the thrill of a good solution. But yeah, I'm totally, yeah. Picture perfect. The 3 pictures taken by the group of tourists all have shadows falling in the same place. Yes. Well, that's amazing. How did you do that so quick? I promised not to tell. Well, it's no secret. It's the culmination of many years of experience. Now you're going to tell us where to find the Tritons after we solved your puzzle. Yeah, okay, Mr. Tritons was straight across the road bridge and left at the crossroad. My house is on North Ally, but they made me and my mom evacuate. It's really annoying. Why would you have the need to evacuate? The Oracle said we wouldn't be safe here and had to leave at once. Oracle? Who's that? I don't know, but my mom said if it weren't for the Oracle, a lot of people would have been in trouble. Intriguing. Any ideas, Professor? It's still too early to say, but perhaps it has something to do with the giant in the letter. Pudding. Huh? Where am I? What time is it? Oh, no, I'm late. The chief finds out I was snoozing again. I'm well, how long have you two been there? A moment or two, not too long. Did I say anything while I was napping? No, don't answer that. I trust you keep the soul affair to yourself. Most Taylor is close to visitors usually. I tell you to clear off, but if you promise not to say anything about this to the chief, I might be able to let you through. Rest assured our lips are sealed, officer. You don't have to worry about us. Ah, well, thank you, sir. What a gentleman. Now then, I'm off to the entrance bridge, so to protect all that gruff. Okay. Professor, there are 2 bridges here, but one of them is roped off. It seems that the other bridge will take us quite a far way. The ropes that are all tied up in these ridiculous knots wouldn't even know where to start trying them. How about we slice through them and make our way over the bridge? Well, I suppose one could go through the troubles of cutting them all, or... Oh, what, Professor? Undoing the rope isn't as arduous a task as it first appears. Have a closer look at me. In order to clear all the ropes, one will need to only cut in one place. The whole thing can be undone with one cut? That's right. Have another look and tell me where you think we should cut it. Alright, let's see what we have here. That one's connected to that on that side. That one's connected to... that on that side. One's connected to that. One's connected to that. And that one's connected to that. So it needs to be the rope that's in the middle going over crossing to this side, which was... not this one. Not this one. But the top one. Because then the others are on the sides. And if we don't get a puzzle screen, we get an interactive screen, which I quite like. Correct, cutting that one spot will unravel the barrier entirely. I think I'm starting to get the hang of being your assistant. You're doing a wonderful job thus far, Emmy. Nice. Let's casually remove that rope. Who do you think is responsible for this? Well, there's no sign of the bridge being closed. I suspect it's the work of some local mischief maker. Right, if the bridge were completely unstable, it wouldn't just be roped off, would it? It does seem that this bridge may have left its best years behind it. I think we needn't worry, however. I wish I'd share your confidence, Professor. I can't believe people still use this. Do you have fear of bridges? No, just this one. But you can't even drive over this bridge. How do the townspeople get around? There must be another route into town for vehicles. Of course, well, I can move your car for you later, Professor. I'd hate for anything to happen to it. No need, Emmy. I'm sure it will be fine. Let's go ahead and make our way across. Wait, Professor. think I saw something move. Thanks for retrieving treating Floof Floof. Got a mouse badge that may come useful at some point. Yep, twin bridges, huh? I hope they don't fight like siblings. Yeah, and I'm sure us messing up all the signs will not do anything bad, huh? Nothing bad at all. Either way. Let's go this way. Oh dear Professor, what's happened here? This house has been completely destroyed. And the road seems rather torn up as well. Is this the destruction that Mr. Triton described in his letter? We mustn't overlook anything. And thanks for hydrating, Floof Floof. Oh, you brought your camera. Of course, gathering data in many ways as possible can only help in an investigation. Still, this is quite a scene. Really hope no one was hurt. If this is indeed the work of some sort of giant, it seems that Miss Hallory may be in real danger. Well, there's no point hanging about or speculating. Let's find your friend Mr. Triton first. And some hint coins while we're at it, just in case we need them. I hope I never about today. That's a strange place for a wooden box. Do you think someone left it there by mistake? Can't imagine. Oh, but speaking of boxes, I have a puzzle you might like to try. Of course. You have been sent to collect one of the 16 stacked boxes shown below. Unfortunately, the note describing the location of the box got smudged and you can't read all of the conditions. Here's what you can make out. The color of the box on its right is the color of the box on its left is the color of the box above it. It's the same color as the one below it. Which box could satisfy all these conditions? Well, only this one, because it means there's other boxes surrounding it, so, you know, it only counts the box below, and then all the surrounding boxes, so that one.
I did it, Professor.
Yes, as always, we're gonna solve all the riddles. Great work! 5 boxes are the same color as the box below them. Of those, only one box has another box above it, on its right and on its left. Good work, Emmy. You made it look positively easy. That's because it was, Professor. Give me more of a challenge next time. Ha! That's the spirit. What do you think of this, Emmy? You mean a graffiti? What about it? Do you think it means something? Don't touch the witch's mark, not unless you want to end up like me. Ha ha ha. I wanna catch that ghost. Because I don't know what it is, but it seems interesting. Not unless you wanna end up like me. Yikes, don't surprise me like that. Oh, I surprise myself sometimes. Oh man, I complained about the state of the stump before, but would you look at it now? I'm sorry, was this your house, sir? Yes, sir, imagine how I felt. Yeah, it was me house. The operative word here being was. The witness mark appeared, and then when it went smash, the walls went boom, and the roof went help. Bye-bye house. Actually, can't even call it a house anymore. Not unless you're in a market for some rubble over your head. At least now, in all sorts of natural light, it's really just terrible. Professor, I don't quite understand how this is amusing. Nor I. Perhaps you could help him if you knew a bit more about this witch's mark. Some sort of mysterious giant and a witch all in one town? This could be interesting. Could be. It will be. Trying to find the last hidden coin. Come on. Ah, maybe there's not. Oh, okay. The door has one, of course. Okay. Curse you, Stevie. Give me a second to check out this thing, as I wanna know what this unidentified ghost is, and I can't talk. It seems to be a Genesec. I'm gonna search for more hidden coins. Oh my, what a mess. Do you need help, madam? Maybe be of assistance? Oh, if you wouldn't mind, I just need some help getting all my things back into the car. I'm so sorry. Really, it's no trouble at all. Thank you, I'm most grateful. I loaded this cart in such a hurry that everything fell out when I hit the first bump in the road. Can you put everything back without leaving any spaces so load secure? Please, pretty please, all I ask is that you help me reload this cart. So this is a basic puzzle. Oh, come on, don't be stubborn. There you go. This is definitely smoother than the last one, and this will not work. This will not either. Gosh dang it. Let me try something different. This piece is very annoying. I'm sorry for not talking, but I'm concentrating. I am stuck. Gosh damn it. Let me try something different. We don't have what it takes to fill that gap. It's this piece that is annoying me. Cause of its odd shape. Maybe I can put it somewhere in the middle. I nearly had it when... Okay, and the 5 minutes are up. The stair. You mean this? Oh yeah, I definitely nearly had it, thank you. Ah, this is tiring.
challenging puzzle, to be sure.
My brain is still not 100% there, by the way, due to my autoimmune disease. I'm trying my best to, like, think, but it's like, you know, kind of like cotton candy in my brain a little bit. So, excuse me for missing anything, even though it's quite obvious, but, you know, it's fine. That's why I have the chat helping me. So, thank you there. Well, this also works with every item rotated 180 degrees, yes. With my cart so securely loaded, I've nothing to fear from these bumpy roads. I hope it at least satisfied you, even though I couldn't talk too long, because I actually focused. Thanks for the stretch, and thanks for the hydrate, and hello and welcome, Vader, and hope you're doing well. I believe your belongings are in order. Oh, that's perfect. Now I better hurry up and leave the area. Is there an emergency? Haven't you heard? There's some huge loud smashing up in town. I packed up my valuables and fled. The police told us to evacuate, so I did, and this is as far as I got. I'm just hopeless, aren't I? Of course, if the Oracle weren't around, we wouldn't know where we'd be fleeing from. We heard about this Oracle just recently. Who is it? I'm not sure myself. The police heard directly from the Oracle, then they informed the town. You have to be careful when you're walking around town. And thanks again for the help. You've been very kind. Professor, are the people here really superstitious enough to believe that this giant exists? Thus far we've seen a destroyed house, and as the lady rushed off her feet. Whether they believe it or not, it does seem to be related to Clark's letter. We should reserve judgment until we reach Clark's house. I expect it just up ahead. But first, let me find some hint coins. I really tried to say something, so I hope that was enough sync talking for your taste. But yeah, the riddles and me concentrating on them definitely... Well, that felt again. What? The road ahead's been blocked off. You'll have to find another way around if you want up there. It appears we can't go this way. I think Clark's house is to the left. Let's head there for now. Hold on a second, you two. Yes, can we help you? From the looks of you, I suppose you're travelers of the riddle-liking sort. I hear something special happens to your puzzles after you solve 5 in a row. Something special? What do you mean? Ah, well, there's some you have to verify on your own. No stop bothering me. Off you go. Shoo. But you were the ones who called us over. Well, Professor, what could this something special be? It's hard to say. I suppose we find out when we solve 5 consecutive puzzles correctly. If you have me working on them, Professor, we have 5 puzzles solved in no time. Ha! I imagine we will, Emmy. Now let's find Clark's house before it gets too late. That bird just whizzed through the screen. Look at this boat, Professor! The people of Miss Salome must navigate town via the canals. People must travel by boats as much as they do on foot. It's like Venice, only more quaint. I imagine that boats are used here more than automobiles. You got to ride one before we leave, Professor. That sounds lovely. After we've spoken to Clark, let's find ourselves a boat. Mr. Triton's house should be just over this bridge, shall we? That bridge looks very run-down. This town, honestly, looks really beautiful. You know, like just like sprinkled all over the hills and stuff. Let's do a riddle. Hey, don't think I've seen you folks around here before. You can't get by Miss Hallory without a bit of old bucking this boat, no sirs. My boats glide as graceful as the swan, but quicker than stampeding cattle, and that's fast. We keep that in mind during our investigation, thank you. Say, you look like puzzle-firing folk. How about a quick one? That sounds so wrong. That sounds like you're offering us something else there, dude. A man wants to take his dog, 2 cats and 3 chicks across the river raft. Why did I know that it's some riddle like that? Fortunately, the raft is so small that he can only take 2 animals with him. To make things difficult, he can't leave the dog with just 1 cat, and the chicks must always outnumber the cats when unattended. And help him get all the animals over safely. Well, I need to have a dog and a cat over. And the dog cannot go with a cat, so we go back with it. Bring the dog and... no, bring... over the cat and the dog. We can bring 2 chickens. Take 1 cat. Damn it, okay. Dog, cat. Maybe we take the cat over. The cat and the chicken until. We can do this, go over and take the cats. Because they're not unattended, it works. There we go. Okay, I could have probably done that in less. But yeah, it's fine. I managed.
No puzzle is without an answer.
Correct, there are no more ways to get all the animals across, but the shortest requires 7 crossings. Ah, so I guess that worked. So I did 7, so that, yeah. Arcana, huh? Nah. Got this. Should be plain sailing from here on. Remember, if you want to get around town a flash, just find old Bucky in his boat. There's probably gonna be another 1 or 2 of these riddles. They always is multiple. Got a mouse badge. Whatever they are for, yes, indeed. It's so green in this town. The air is so crisp. The canals carry plenty of water through the town. That makes West Hallory a rich and fertile place to plant life. Look over that way. The green mix of town's trees and bushes seem to go on forever. From here the town looks quite peaceful and beautiful, much less eerie. I'm inclined to agree, Emmy. Indeed, it looks really nice. Come on. Yeah, I knew it. Trying to find the last incline. There it is. A large house up there must be where Mr. Triton was. Wouldn't you say so, Professor? Hey, haven't seen either of you before. Are you here to visit the mayor? The mayor, you mean? Clark Triton? Yes, exactly. Roots are roots these days. You know him? I do, but I wasn't aware that he was the mayor. There was nothing about that in the letter. So you're an acquaintance of the mayor's. Been a while since you've seen him? Suppose you wouldn't have heard about it, and Mr. Triton only became mayor about a year ago. I'm glad to. He hasn't let all his recent trouble ruffle his feathers. Okay, let's go then. Well, here we are. This place looks huge. Yes, I can see that Clark has done quite well for himself. Let's give the door a knock. I must say that's quite an impressive vehicle. Let's check the mailbox for a riddle. This is the Triton letterbox. It seems to be somewhat of worse for wear. Really, Professor? All seems fine to... Oh, you're right, the plate's broken. Not to worry, I think I can sort this out. Looks as though the letterbox was jerked open at some point and the pieces making up the number plate fell off. Apparently the plate used to read 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard to tell how the pieces fit together. Can you arrange the pieces so the letterbox looks the way it did before? This must be part of the 3, right? And this must be part of the 4? And the pieces cannot be turned. So that must be part of the 2 then. Okay, we got that. So go towards there. Nope. It's a bit annoying because we don't have any. Okay. So this probably goes down here. And we fit something in the top, like this piece. Mr. Hook thing. That should make a fabulous 2. There we go. And this should make a 1. There we go.
Time to apply some
That one was
creative
kinda fun.
thinking. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Correct, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 are formed by the spaces between the pieces, not the pieces themselves. Yes. They're all better. Well done, Professor. It looks as good as new. That surely didn't destroy any of the shatters. Let's knock on the door. Coming! Yes? May I help you? Hello, my name is Sir Layton. I'm an old friend of Mr. Triton's. He's asked me to come and pay him a visit, so here I am. I will inform Mr. Triton. Please wait here. Somebody's left a broom propped up here. It doesn't do much for the appearance of this place, having a broom left in the hall like that. It makes the place feel a little shabby, but it did remind me of this puzzle. See for yourself. Mopping it up. Quality of these mops is so poor they make 2 days to dry after the day they were used. And they break after just 3 uses. What's the minimum number of mops that we would need to clean every day for a month of 30 days? They break after 3 uses. 30 divided by 3 is 10. And then of course, they will need 10 days. 2 days to dry after they were used. Which, it doesn't really matter for... Does it? Let's say 10.
think
Because you
about
can
this?
just cycle through them. Yeah, indeed. Like, that's
can't
more than
let
enough
puzzle
to cycle
intimidate you.
through them. You mob this puzzle up. You would need 10 mobs. The trick is to use your FOB mob frugally. 3 mobs are used up every 9 days. The 4th mob can be used once in 10 days. Follow the same pattern for the next 10 days using the 4th mob again once. By the 30th day you will have used only 10 mobs. There are few other mob distributions that work. Perhaps you found one of these alternative solutions. Nah, I just divided. So this is how you got so clever. By seeing puzzles where others only see household objects. I suppose I did. I'm going to try that too. Okay, what's a good start? Light bulbs, garden shears, hairspray? At least she's, trying, huh? Must be another hint coin somewhere. Come on. Here. Don't suppose you were planning on visiting the Oracle here in town, were you? Ah, we heard something about an Oracle already. Could you tell us a bit more about this? Oh, don't ask me, I'm just a poor old maid. You should talk to Donut about that. Donut's our butler. I see, then I shall ask Donut when I get the chance. Sir, madam, Mr. Triton will see you now in the parlor. The parlor is through the door on the left. Please wait here. Thank you, my good man. Thought we'd asked him, but I guess he just vanished.
I can't believe my eyes. Herschel, how long has it been?
Ah, too long, my good friend.
And who might this be?
Oh, of course. How rude of me.
I'm the professor's assistant, Emmy Altava. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Triton. I've heard so much about you.
Thank you. Herschel, an assistant. Well, we both seem to have moved up in the world.
Yeah, just
Hardly.
without his
Truth
choice.
be told, Emmy has already proven herself my equal.
Herschel, as humble as ever. Emmy, back in London, Layton and I both wanted to be elite archaeologists. One of us certainly succeeded, and somehow I found myself as mayor of this small, rural town.
Yeah, fair.
That is no small feat, Clark.
Also, I wouldn't call this town necessarily small, but it's very beautiful here.
Oh, Herschel, no need to humor me. It is amusing at best, I'll give you that. But all that aside, please, tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I came as soon as I received your letter.
Letter? I'm sorry, Herschel. What letter is that?
The letter that... Did you not send this letter? Please, have a look.
Well, no, it seems like he didn't.
I certainly did not write that. But who would have forged it?
Who indeed? Have you made any enemies recently?
Of course, Herschel. I'm the mayor. It appears to me that someone wanted you here in town.
Who could that be?
Yes, that is what I am thinking now as well.
I knew who it was.
So, who wrote the
Of
secret
course.
message?
Good question, Emmy.
Mr. Triton, there was a hidden plea for help in that letter.
Clark, do you think this is simply the work of some prankster?
I don't
No,
think so.
unfortunately I don't. Miss Tollery is in grave danger.
So us
We
being
have
here
indeed
may
been under
actually really
attack by
help.
some sort of mysterious
Which,
giant.
you know,
Just as that letter states. It
if we
wreaks
can
havoc
help,
at
then
night
we
when the
will.
fog is thick. It sounds ridiculous, I know, but it is true.
But how can that be?
I must confess I have yet to see this giant with my own eyes. However, the destruction of homes and buildings left in its wake, that is quite enough evidence for me. The townspeople are afraid. They believe that the Spectre has returned with a vengeance.
Yeah, not surprised.
The Spectre?
No children's tale, huh?
There's a legend here that tells of an ancient spirit, a Spectre. When the town was in danger, the Spectre would act as Miss Tollery's guardian in its moment of need. But this Spectre is different. Instead of protecting us, it is trying to destroy us. I am doing all I can, but if we are dealing with an ancient entity, then I fear my efforts are in vain. As the mayor,
We've
it is
seen
my
a
duty to
lot
keep
of
this town and its
mysterious
citizens
things
safe.
in Professor Layton's
But
before, so let's see if that
Herschel,
truly
could you-
is an ancient creature.
Sir,
What is it, Doland?
pardon me, sir, but you mentioned that Professor Layton worked on some difficult cases for Scotland Yard. You said, with great pride, that he had assisted in solving them all. Perhaps we could ask for his assistance here as well.
Of course, Doland. I suppose I have no other choice. Herschel, will you help us? Please, for an old friend.
Of course, Clark. I would never refuse a friend in need. I assure you, I will do what I can.
Thank you, Herschel. I am eternally in your debt.
Things are starting to get good, eh, Professor?
Before we go, Clark, I haven't even asked about Brenda, or your son. How is Luke?
Yeah, how is
My
Luke?
wife is fine. She's away. Family matters. Luke has shut himself up in his room, as usual.
Oh?
I would like to say hello to Luke, if that is all right. I haven't seen him since he was a baby.
Of course. I think he might enjoy that. I should warn you, he has been withdrawn lately. Some days, I can't even get him out of his room. I ask him what the matter is, and he responds with silence. Perhaps it will be good for him to talk to someone outside of the family. I would appreciate that, Herschel.
My pleasure, Clark. I shall have a few words with Luke before Emmy and I begin our investigation.
So yeah, this is the first time he actually meets Luke. So yeah, another sign that this is actually the first game in the story. Chapter 2, The Boy Who Foretold Disaster. Just searching for hint coins. Because of course, Andrew does. Gosh, this mirror is so polished. I thought I saw another person with good fashion sense. A mirror reflects, but sometimes it only complicates the problem. Take this puzzle, for example. Also, my tablet stand is saying goodbye on me now, so excuse me for a second. There, that's better. Wouldn't want to have that crush on me. You way off to lay down? Yeah, I get that. I'm not feeling 100% too with this weather and stuff. Hope you can rest well. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. It's all too easy to get lost in this big dusty hall. It contains 40 mirrors set out in some sort of strange arrangement. The only clue is a small arrow on the floor and a nearby laser pointer bearing the words "to way out" indicated by the laser arrow. Well, that one's bounced back. Which I don't think that would go. Let me try that. Let's actually get neutral. So, num, 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 num. The thing is, at the angle it meets it, it would actually go back, but... Say it goes to one of these. And it will go like this. Or like this. Let's go with C. It's a bit hard because let's go with C. It's a bit hard from the angles, but it could also be B. Okay. Incorrect.
I need to look at that
Whoops.
again.
Apparently I opened my Wacom Hen tablet settings. Give me a second. Yeah. I know it's not the way out, but that's fine. It's hard to say because of how this mirror is oriented.
What do you think about
sure.
this?
Yeah, it was the one behind there. It was a 50-50 chance. I thought it was B, but yeah, wanted to try the other one. But the... here would be... Okay, well, maybe it creates an error. Whatever. I guess that is one way to solve that. That's right, I'm very impressed, Emmy. Why, thank you. So does it mean I've proven myself as your assistant now? Absolutely. I never doubted your ability before, but you still managed to surprise me. Either way, well, I figured that out differently. That's fine. There. Discussion did hold 8 coin. I was sure it did. Okay. Poor Luke has been holding himself up in his room for weeks now. Doesn't even come out to eat. Is this sort of behavior typical for Luke? Oh no, not at all. He's usually quite bright and happy. Such a good boy. If you ask me, the poor dear needs his mother. She's been away even so long that it's ever so long that it's hard on the child. Talk's all grown up for his age, but he's only little, really. Where's Luke's room? Upstairs and down the hall. Good luck getting in there. Thank you. Okay, let's go upstairs. And let's visit Luke. Layton's apprentice number 1. This is a different room, but... this doesn't seem to be Luke's room. This is no doubt Clark's doggy. Clark seems to be quite a tidy sort. He always was very organized as a student. I could have learned a few things from him. Certainly. Let's see if there's a riddle and hint coins, of course. Okay. I only clicked that because I wanted to search for more hint coins, so let's go into the room.
Maybe he's sleeping.
Perhaps. Luke? My name is Herschel Layton. I'm a friend of your father's. Could we talk for a moment?
All right, but first you'll have to solve my door puzzle.
Your door puzzle? Ah, I see. Luke means to test our mettle with a puzzle.
That's so cute, Professor. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
So
do
we
it.
shall.
Let's do it. Let's solve this puzzle. If you really are the esteemed Herschel Layton, then this puzzle should be no problem for you. You have 15 seconds at a time. There's a certain thing that you must do outside the door. Hang on a minute. How do we know what it is, what we're supposed to do? You can investigate the area outside my door as much as you like. And we're ready to perform this action, whatever it may be. Should we tell you that we're ready? Correct, but I tell you now, whatever you do, you won't succeed. The card's slightly faded, but it says happy 7th birthday. It must have been one of Luke's birthday presents. Oh, the center beer's so soft and obviously well loved. Don't touch my teddy. It seems to be rather important to him, Emmy. Maybe we should leave it alone. I was just looking at it. Sorry, Luke. It appears that Donald's left Luke's lunch outside the door. Hey, Luke, if you don't come out and get your lunch, it'll get cold, and I just may end up eating it all myself. If you're really that hungry, you can have it. Well, that didn't work. Is this picture of Miss Hallery? It appears so. That hand looks quite magical when it's in the mist. Professor, wait, do you think this picture contains a hidden hint for opening the door? Let me have a closer look. Can't see anything here. This plate looks handmade. The number 2's etched on it. Oh, there's something written on the back of it. Put the plate back so that the back of its back is facing the door. Professor, I think my brain just melted. It's not that difficult. You take your time. Be sure also examine anything on the floor. Not that it matters. There's nothing you can do that will get you through this door. Yes, nothing. So we're gonna do nothing. Luke, can I ask you a question? You just did. What is it? You said we must do something in front of the door, but how do you know if we do it or not? I mean, how can you tell from behind a closed door? Even without seeing it, you know what you're doing from here. Really? And how's that? I'm not saying anymore, you just have to work it out from here. You know, even if he can't see us, what can it be that he wants us to do? What is it? Luke, there's one thing I've been wondering about. Clearly you know who I am, and you seem awfully well prepared, almost as if you were expecting me. Have you worked out what you need to do yet? About I've stumbled a great Professor Layton. No, Luke, that isn't a very polite thing to say. It's quite alright, Emmy. Let's continue investigating. But Professor, you say an apology. Perhaps we owe him a solution. For now, let's concentrate on getting him to open the door. You're much more patient than I am, Professor. Let's call Luke. We're ready, Luke. You know what you have to do? I believe so, yes. Professor, are you sure about this? Then let's begin. Please stand in front of the door. Remember, whatever you do, you won't succeed. So we're not gonna do anything for 15 seconds. Because he says whatever we do, it won't change anything. So if we do nothing, it maybe changes anything. I don't know. Brains? Let's try. Yeah, see? Amazing! You worked it quite out. Whatever you do, you won't succeed. In other words, do nothing and you will succeed. Nothing was the thing we had to do to solve this riddle. An interesting puzzle, Look. Let's see, so even from the inside of his room, you wouldn't be able to hear if we were doing anything significant. Now, Luke, are you convinced that we are who we say we are? Will you open the door now? Yes, as promised. How does he open the door from
A clever
that side?
puzzle, Luke.
Stands on the... well, whatever. Hi, Luke.
Your letter. I thought you might want it back.
Professor, you think Luke wrote the letter?
Yes, he did.
Clark was never a fan of typed correspondence. He always wrote his letters out in longhand. Moreover, only someone very close to Clark would know about our past together. This someone would know I could never ignore a friend in need.
Are you really Professor Layton?
Is this true, Luke? How could you do something like this? What were you thinking? Were you even thinking at all?
Oh, that's harsh. Come on.
Here now. Don't you turn your back on me again.
Clark, please.
Forgive me. The boy has barely spoken to me in the last 6 months. He's been so withdrawn since the appearance of the Spectre, I don't know what else.
Very soon. The world will end.
The world will end? What do you mean by that? Luke, you can't just say something like that and then calm up. He wasn't always like this, but lately he doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone. When he does speak, it's only to say something incomprehensible, and as he did just now. These so-called prophecies are just ridiculous. Prophecies? It's probably my fault. Clark, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, I have urgent business I must attend to. We can discuss this later. Look, Layton, he's a dear friend, as I told you before. Would you look after him for me for a while? Well then, I shall see you later, Herschel, and thank you. Master Luke, I'm afraid it's time for you to go to bed. What, now? We've hardly had time to talk yet, and it's still light outside. Be that as it may, it's the child's bedtime. Just a moment, if I may, Donald. I'd like to ask Luke one more thing. Luke, though the town has been attacked several times by the Spectre, nobody has been injured. Apparently there's someone who foretells the appearance of the Spectre. This so-called oracle wants the townspeople to evacuate certain areas. Luke, I believe that you're this oracle, am I correct? What? Absurd. Luke, I'm going to ask you a very important question, and I need you to answer to me truthfully. Where will the Spectre appear next? Master Luke will not stand for such ridiculous games. Please leave at once. It's tonight. The Spectre will appear again tonight. But how do you... Tonight? If you like, I can even show you where it will appear next. Would very much appreciate that, Luke. Master Luke, this joke is in poor taste. Please don't tell my father, Donald. Master Luke, Have you told them, Donald? The townspeople, have you told them about the Spectre this time? Yes, I have spread the word. I shall find out where the area to make sure everyone has gone. But, well, where will the Spectre appear tonight then? On Great Eli Street. Then we must set off for that area immediately. Even though we can't stop the Spectre, we have to see if Luke is right. Good luck. So yeah, Luke is the oracle. Luke seems to be able to predict precisely when the Spectre will appear, but how? I find it hard to see how Luke can predict the Spectre's appearance without even leaving the house. Maybe he doesn't need to leave the house. Yep, that's the typewriter he got on his 9th birthday that he's using. And he plays the violin. And he likes to read books, so that's always nice. Books are nice. And let's check. I knew she had something. Well now, Luke, I'm surprised your father's letting you run off at this time of night. Oh, I see. Don't you worry, dearie. This old maid's eyesight isn't what it used to be. I didn't see a thing. Oh, Professor Layton, I hate to bother a guest to the house, but could you look at this for me? Why, of course. What is it? Donald, that's the butler. Mind, left me this note, but I can't make head or tail of it. A note? Please allow me. Yes, I knew there was a riddle, and we of course want to solve riddles. The butler left a note with instructions, but he scribbled it out in a hurry, making it a little harder to understand. Don't forget curtain 13. Which set of curtains could he be referring to? Hmm. It may be a B, like 13 could be a B.
Some
to like
puzzles must be
just
met
scribbled
directly.
very quickly. Because else there's no like visual
No puzzle
difference
is
between the
without
top
an
two
answer.
at all, so I don't think B is the right answer. It's easy to mistake a poorly written B for the number 13. Yay! So that's what you wanted. Thank you kindly, Professor. Nolan hates explaining things twice. I'm glad to be of service. Just between us, this isn't the first time Dolan's handwriting has been hard to read either. He used to have lovely penmanship, he did, all neat and tidy, but ever since Mr. Triton became mayor, he's been rushed off his feet. Still, if he can't write things right, I can't read him right, see? Sometimes I wish he would just do things the way he used to. So he has a lot more work, which is kind of obvious. Now then, Luke, where are we heading? As I said before, the Spectre will appear tonight in Great Eli Street in the North Eli district. Ah, that's where that little boy was from, the one we met earlier whose family had evacuated. It seems that Dolan has given them their morning then. Luke, what's the fastest way to North Eli? Once we pass the boat landing, there is a crossroad. From there we go north to get to North Eli. Wasn't there a policeman blocking off that road? The police have been helping with the evacuation, I think. We passed by a house earlier that had been destroyed by Spectre. Do you know anything about that, Luke? Block's house, you mean? It was attacked only recently. No one was there, but the house was completely torn apart. So that was the Spectre's handiwork then. That's horrifying. I really hope we can do something to help the people of Miss Tallery, Professor. I'm sure we find something useful in North Eli, but first I'd like to see some of the damaged buildings. As the Spectre attacked many areas around town, there must be traces of its passage. Quite a few, yes? Then let's start by going back to Brock's house. I would like to be certain that we didn't miss anything earlier. Okay, there's no riddle here, that's nice, or at least no person with a riddle. He doesn't have anything new. Oh, hello, Bucky. Growing boys like you need to get out of the house and play. You trust old Bucky. Here, you have a lot of fun playing outside with this. Oh, thank you, Bucky. We unlocked the toy train minigame. Sorry, toy trains? Heck yeah. Got a new curse for the toy train. Bucky's Railway. You got a toy train set from the old boatman Bucky. The toy train minigame has been added to the trunk. Lay down the tracks and let the train do the rest. Can you complete every course? I want to do that. Maybe it'll get you in the mood for traveling. Come on board, right? And Bucky will cast off those blues. Or at least I like to cast off. Right now my boat is stocked for maintenance. Be sure to come back later though. We'll be back up and floating soon. Sorry, toy train minigame? Heck yeah. Layton track that will take the train to every station and then to the goal in the red line. Stop placing tracks from the blue tie. Bear in mind that there's a limit to how many you can place. Pay attention to the fuel gauge on the road. The train uses the unit of fuel for every space it moves. In order to continue placing tracks, you must have sufficient fuel. Crossing over tracks you previously placed will create a railway crossing. Each station must be passed in a certain direction. Some require you to place tracks horizontally, while others need vertical tracks. Sometimes you can find fuel on the course. This will add fuel to your gauge. Nice. Avoid any mountains, houses, or trees. Look up for cars and other trains too. Each starting panel is marked with the number of cars that train will be composed of. Place tracks carefully and watch your timing to avoid collisions with other moving vehicles. You may have to direct two trains at once. Both trains will share the same fuel gauge, so be careful. Touch clear to remove all the tracks. Touch go after we place them. Okay, let's go. Let's do the first course then. Ah, like this, you swipe. That's a bit annoying. Okay. I cannot create a crossing here, so this is... It must be like a loop or something. Let's do... Whoops. Let's do this, shall we? Now we cross, and then we go around here. And we used up all the fuel we had, so hopefully that's that. Aw, that's so cute! Aww. I mean, the game we had before with the hamster is kind of similar, but this is so cute. Look at this terrain. Choo-choo. I've completed Bucky's Railway. We are definitely gonna play this minigame. Sometimes I don't care for all the minigames, but sorry, I love trains, and that's, yeah. Especially miniature trains, so this makes me happy. Okay, she doesn't have anything. Thanks for your help, Luke. Hello, Miss Jasmine. I've been rather worried about you, young man. I haven't seen you around much lately. Miss Jasmine, have you been evacuated from Nordila? Yes, unfortunately, sir. They said it wasn't safe. You stay away too, alright, Luke? Why don't you believe the warnings about the Spectre? Well, Oh, Luke, whatever you do, just be careful, won't you? What would your mother say if I let anything happen to you? I'll be careful, Miss Jasmine, I promise. Oh, yes, this area's been closed off. Can't let you through. Oh well, let's try to look elsewhere for now. Yes, let's go back to the broken down house here. The Spectre's totally crushed my house, and now flat's so flat. I'm sorry about your home. You were lucky not to get hurt. Nothing to do with luck. It was the Oracle that told the police about the Spectre. Mayor and the police evacuated out of this area, sure. But what now? I think I like the Spectre's insurance laughs. All I can do in a situation like this is laugh. Laughing at a time like this makes the rest of us feel rather sad. Let's leave him be. He needs some time to deal with this. Luke, do you know of any other places that were hit by the Spectre? Let's see, there's a house that's under repair to the east of the crossroads. Then let's head there, Luke. Please lead the way. Alright. I guess let's actually look at the opposites. Right, because why not? Layton's office. When he gets absorbed in his research, Layton has a tendency to leave his papers lying around. Professor, rise and shine. Rosa, it's morning already? That it is, Professor, and a beautiful morning at that. You know, you ought to go home and sleep in a bed from time to time. But I'm right in the middle of examining those curious little stones with the Yes, I know that. Who do you think tidied up your office last night? Now look at the state of it. Could just as easily have left it as it is, and it wouldn't have made one blind bit of a difference. Really now, would a true gentleman leave papers scattered everywhere amid piles of old books? I'm still in the middle of reading them, Rosa. I put them away when I finished, of course. You always say that, Professor, but I never once seen them finding their way back to the shelves. Ah, hello Herschel, my boy. Am I disturbing you? Dean the Mona, can I help you with anything? Why, yes. Yes, indeed you can. I have this puzzle, you see, which I can't seem to solve. My other granddaughter gave it to me as a challenge. Dean the Mona, did I getting your grandchildren's riddles again? Oh, well, I suppose I am, but simply cannot deny the darling children anything. I know we are in the middle of a discussion, Rosa, but perhaps we could hear Dean the Mona's puzzle? You're a sly duck, Professor, but mark my words, next book I find lying about is going in the bin. Well, Herschel, isn't this an article about that extraordinary Golden Garden legend? I've been meaning to ask you about that. I've heard that the story is quite fascinating. Do give me your thoughts on it sometimes, won't you, my boy? Well, as a matter of fact, I've been meaning to tell you. I can't understand a word of it. When they get like this, there's no shutting them up. And we don't even get the riddle. Which is sad, but yeah, Dean the Mona always brings us riddles over that he can't solve, of course. Oh, this is terrible, just terrible, Rook. Your house completely smashed up. Rook? Don't know what to say, but will it be alright? I'm sure if the neighbors all pitch in, we can have your house rebuilt in no time, you see. Nah. What? No thanks, I actually like the way the walls and ceiling have blasted apart. I feel like I'm the one with nature again. When I can't sleep at night, the sound of the wind will be my lullaby. What a house! I don't know if you got mad or you're just looking on the bright side, but at least you're smiling. I won't have to go and sit on a cafe terraces anymore. Got one right here at home. Yeah, I think that's maybe a lot of desperation more than anything. But hey, you do you. Borrow 10, get the 11 book free, aren't they all free? This moss on this roof, yes. And it doesn't really. Seems to be closed. Can't find any coins. Anyway. Well, whatever. There are some houses along the canal that were damaged by the Spectre. Most of them have been repaired now, though. What kind of connection could exist between the damaged houses? Have you got a theory, Professor? No, not yet. But you must be thinking something, right? We need to gather a bit more information here. Look, where else can we go to see evidence of the Spectre's attacks? Unfortunately, this is the only place that hasn't been cleaned up. Alright then, let's head north Eli. With any luck, we'll glimpse the Spectre for ourselves. North Eli is to the north of the crossroads, I'll show you. I hope the police are blocking the entrance into that district. That's odd. What's odd? I'm sure I just saw mouse tickets north of that pipe. Really? Maybe you just imagine things, Miss Amy. Actually, I've got a puzzle about mice. Been wanting to give it to someone. Would you like to try? Always. Rodent riddle, huh? Saw the mouse hid an important key behind the supply of cheese. He's been paranoid about it being found, so he wants to change its hiding place. The only problem is that this cheese supply is in the way. Okay, so this is a classic we need to move things thing, huh? I'll get this in between there. Maybe the other way around? Like this? No. Okay. So like this. There we go. Could have done that probably in less moves, but oh well. Doesn't matter.
You can't let a puzzle intimidate you.
Brilliant! It's possible to move the key to its new hiding place in just 60 moves. How about some rest and a nice piece of cheddar? That mouse is so cute. I swear, I saw a mouse. I'm not imagining things. Oh, well, I didn't see anything. Did you know? Also heard completely nice. Trying to find marine coins. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Hello, Thomas. Why, isn't it a look Triton? You're not with your father today. My father's at home working. I see. You know, I wanted to ask you whether I had done something to offend your mother. She always comes by to talk over her travel plans, but this time she never said a word about leaving. I suppose she must have had some reasons not to mention it. But to go all alone, she loves her family holidays, or has she been arguing with your dad? Well, oh, I'm sorry, Luke. Don't listen to me. Just an old man spotting nonsense. Your mom and dad get off better than anyone in town. Just let me know when your mother gets back. She's been gone for a long time. Well, sometimes grown-ups have to go off on their own thing for a bit. She'll be home soon, you wait. I'm sure she will. But you must have been very lonely without her. It's called Benny Road. I think it's clear why. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Let's get that road up. I've never seen you before. Tourist, are you? Yes, well, something like that. So you probably don't know what's going on. I won't go into detail, but you should leave this town. This Tallory is not a safe place to be at the moment. I really wouldn't recommend sightseeing. Because of the Spectre, don't worry, we're on top of it. What? Keep your voice down. How do you know about that? The legend of the Spectre is not supposed to leave our borders. We've been asked by Mayor Triton to investigate the affair. Really? The mayor asked for an investigation, huh? Perhaps he's more competent than I thought. But how good are you? If you're good enough to handle the Spectre, this riddle should be your daughter. Sign the incline. Photographer shows two cyclists passing each other on a hill, but the camera was tilted that the inclined hill would look flat. Can you work which way is uphill? This way is uphill because she's bending forward and this guy's clearly a bit more speedy.
What do you think about this?
Of course.
That puzzle's no
So
problem.
that puzzle should have tested our intelligence to find this way. I don't know, that was way too simple. The direction marked A is uphill. You can see that the cyclist on the right does not have his feet touching the pedals. That means he's letting gravity do all the work that he goes downhill. Yes. Good on you. I see you got some potential. Very well. Good luck with your investigation. Can you tell us anything about the Spectre that could help us? Not that much. It's just bizarre that the Spectre of Legend would suddenly manifest itself. And there's all these sinkholes that are appearing, not to mention fog as thick as peas do. So many problems in our little town these days. Sinkholes, huh? Since the Spectre appeared, the town has experienced unusually thick fog. Is this also the work of the Spectre? Seems the fog has been particularly thick lately. Is the Spectre doing? Maybe, we shall see. Let's continue on down the windy road. This is North Eli. You're pretty good at guiding people, Luke. Almost as good as you're sending hidden messages. Oh, hidden messages? Yes, like the one in the letter where you wrote help SOS. What was that all about? I believe that test was intended for me. Luke was hoping to find someone that he could talk to, someone that he could trust. Sometimes it's difficult to share your troubles with those closest to you. You may find it easier to talk to someone from outside. Wouldn't that be fair to say, Luke? Judging by Luke's stunned expression, I'd said you hit a nail on the head, Professor. Luke, is there something you'd like to tell us? You can trust us, you know. I can't, not yet. That's quite alright, Luke. You can tell us when the time is right. For now, we have enough to do with the Spectre. We need to find a place where we can safely observe the Spectre. There's a hotel on Great Eli Street, I think. We'll be able to see the streets quite well from there. Perfect. On to Great Eli Street, then. Letter was actually written by Clark's son Luke. He sought the professor's assistance and wrote in code to conceal its urgent plea for help. The letter within which Luke hid a secret message was intended to lead me to this town. Before we do anything, it's time for hint coins. Take a seat. Maybe. There's the woman. Hello there. The order to evacuate has been given. Move along now, nothing to see here. Didn't we see you just now? See me? Nah, you must be from out of town. None of us officers of Miss Hallory Police Force are cousins, you see. All the Chippy family's boys, plus Chief Jake's big on Rex. So we have had the same uniforms, haircuts, everything. It's just the way the Chief likes it. But we're getting off the subject. Can't let you pass this way. You have to get permission from either the Chief or the Mayor. It's alright, they have permission. Oh, I see. You have Mayor Triton's boy with you. Well, that's a different matter then. You may pass. Let's peg a line up there. Ah, yes, we need to go find Great Eli Street, don't we? That was Murray Street. But to get to the hotel, we want Great Eli Street, yes? I wanted to see if we can do anything there. 'Cause why not? Hi there, nice to see you again. Ah, my friends, fate's came to bring us together again. I hope you're well. Hello again, is there something we can help you with? Aha, you help me? Never mind that, my tall-hatted friend. You tried touching that pipe there, give it a good prod. But half firm pokes wrong, you have to touch it. Oh, a good 10 times or so. If you don't, I can't help you. Yes, hidden riddles and mysteries. Yes, you see, this is the humble beginnings of a collection. It's a passion to many, and for now for you. There are treasures hidden high, hidden low, in places you would not believe. Find these curious, and add them carefully to your collection. Soon your collection will grow until it's grand enough to impress even the most curious collectors. Its items are scattered near and far, hither and thither, so if you see fishy-looking spots, touch, poke, grab, and then prod some more. I see, I must admit, hunting for artifacts is rather a hobby of mine. Those are words spoken from the heart. Let me reward you, good sir. You remember the bridge where we first met, that fateful moment a bit earlier? Go back to the wooden box there and see what you can find. Now I shall take my leave. Enjoy your touching and prodding, my friends. It sounds so wrong. It's eccentric but friendly Aldous has given you a box to store the items you collected. The collector's box has been added to the trunk. Use this box to store all the rare and fascinating items that you come across in your travels. Such items are purely for your enjoyment and do not have any bearing on your investigations. So they are collectible. But this should bring up our exploration a little bit and brighten up. You shouldn't it? Sorry people. I have terrible allergies due to the weather. Still. Like multiple times today I randomly lost my voice while talking. And that wasn't fun, but yeah, it's allergies. Still, but it's fine. It's mainly because it's raining. But we should press on to the hotel. So, dude. You mentioned the box. I will not poke and prod at anything else for now. But if you give us a hint to where something may be hidden, we have to check it. Even if it means tracking all the way back. And we may find some riddles somewhere. Look at that car! Professor, are you sure we should just leave your car there? Since there's no way to get it into town, I think this will have to do. Do you really drive around in that? It's not that battered. I mean, it just looks unsafe. Well, it's definitely safe, but you think it looks battered? Look, you're too young to understand the charm of the Professor's car. Barely looks big enough for me to squeeze into, and you don't even have a driver? You have to ride it to understand it. Professor, let's take a look for a drive later. Well, yes, why not? Found an old spoon, huh? Got orders not to allow any outsiders into Miss Tyler. We'd better make an exception for you. Just don't let the chief know. Yes, of course, but why are you stopping people from entering Miss Tyler? What's that? I'm starting to nod off. I reckon it's because of all this hard work. I can't say I'm convinced. Oh, don't worry, I'm sure it's nothing. Okay, he doesn't have a riddle anymore. Hey Luke, what are you doing here? We're investigating the Spectre. We're about to head up North Eli. But my mom said that North Eli is dangerous. You should stay away from there. We're going to be very careful though. Don't worry, nothing bad will happen to us. Oh, wow, we're staying with relatives tonight. I can't even go home. You have to tell me all about the Spectre if you see it. Okay, no like things of riddles. Trying to like see if there's any like spots that do the dirt thing, you know? Okay. Classic mailbox, nope. I'm just trying to find something about It was quite empty before, maybe. Oh, we found the other hint coin that I was searching for. That's at least something. Yeah, I'm trying to find some stuff. There's carps in the water apparently. I'm careful. Let's go back here. And let's continue onward to the hotel. There's a lot of pipes everywhere. And they're like, I don't know what they do, because they clearly are not for rainwater. Pipes everywhere, huh? Weird. There's still someone here. Oh, I'm going. I'm just busy packing my things up. I forgot to bring anything. I never hear the end of it from my wife and son. He's evacuating his home. Let's see him to it. Here's the hotel. The whole area has been evacuated, so there may not be anyone inside. Only one way to find out. Why do I have the feeling there will be? Oh, see? A riddle. The hidden puzzle. We're in luck. Indeed. Let's see. You're working on creating a map of the small cubical planet. The map has been folded out to the 6 sides lie flat. Fill in the squares to complete a map. Okay, so basically we need to place it in a way that it fits together with the cube there. That won't fit. Maybe that will, that will fit. Okay, that one needs to meet up in a small... Yeah, that one meets that. This one would meet, but not in the middle, and this one wouldn't meet at the edge, so that cannot be right. So I need to find a piece that hits like the middle spot, which would be any of these. Let's maybe do this. And this one would meet up with this. Then we have this side, which also needs a middle going spot. Maybe something like this, but then we need a freeway crossing that we don't have. So about something like this. It's a dip a bit though. Not quite. Say that one goes there, and then I need to like find the middle piece that will work like that. Maybe something like this actually. And then a piece that goes low and in the middle. This goes in the middle, but not low. This goes in the middle, but also not low. Maybe this actually goes like this, and then this goes somehow like... It's not another piece that doesn't connect, so how something like this. And then we have the middle piece problem again. But something like this instead. That works, okay. And then that would be meeting low here and on the edge. That wouldn't work. That won't work either, it's not low. Don't think this piece is it. try that one here. I don't want to eat up there though. Need to go to the middle. Maybe we can do this and then like... Nah. This is then up and in the middle. Something like that. That would meet there, that would not fit because that would have to meet in the middle. So that wouldn't fit. This is pretty hard. Thanks for the stretch redeem. Maybe you guys have found the solution already. So we need some that go all into the middle with the middle pieces here. So we can put this like this. You can put this there, this there, this there. These are all the options that go here, basically. So they need to combine to form a path that works. And from there it needs to go into the middle, which we can't do. And something like this also doesn't work. Like that works, but like problem is we need a piece that goes into the middle here. Something like this, and that doesn't work because there's no connection there. So this one we already know, since it touches this side, cannot have any path going up. So it can only be one of these pieces. Could actually be this one. Hey. Cannot be this one, cannot be this one, or this one. So it could only be that one or this one. Let's try with something like this. And then we don't have any middle pieces anymore to fit there, so... Do we? Actually we do. That works with that, that works with that. That one doesn't work with that. It needs to be this. And that one doesn't work. So that one has the upper part, so that's a no. Do something like this, but that won't work with that. No, that would work with this. This would work with that. There's nothing that would work between these two. So it's neither this, nor this. Could be this one. this. Problem is we don't have a middle piece with a flat on one side that doesn't connect there. So this one goes up top and this one goes up top. I think that would be more reasonable, but then we don't have a middle piece that goes high up. So that one cannot go there, that one or that one. So it must be this one. No, not that one, it must be this one or that one. Actually no, it could be that one. Something like this. Not touching that, but then this one wouldn't be working here. And this one wouldn't either. That works there, that works there, that works there. That works there, but that one needs to go up. Can I exchange these? Not really. That would work though, right? I think that would work.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Ah, my brains.
A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Great. Sweet little cubic planet map is now complete. Ugh, that took a little while. One good puzzle deserves another, and there's always another. I can't see anyone. There's a bell on the counter. Why not try giving it a ring, see if anybody comes? Looks as if they have a billiard room downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. Billiards is fun. I like billiards. Let's ring the bell. Well, blooming on, I say, we'll be staying the night. So, you must be aware that this area is risky today. Have you not received the evacuation order? Well, it's true that there have been any other guests here today, but you know, I'm the owner of this establishment. I have no intention of leaving. The Spectre's coming out tonight. It won't be safe here. Well, let the blasted Spectre come. I've seen worse in my time. Besides, where would I run to? The Spectre won't be leaving Miss Dallery anytime soon, that's for sure. Well, perhaps not, but at least you can avoid getting hurt. Did you ring the bell because you want a room, or too bad an old man tell you abandoned so? Don't you tell me to skedaddle unless you want to tell me your name, huh? Well, I suppose there's a certain logic to that. Tell you what, there's someone that's been knitting me for a bit. Give me and with it, and I'll sort you out some nice rooms. Oh, okay, hotel rooms. So a riddle for a room. I mean, a room for a riddle. Oh, that sounds quite good. You need to go and check all 12 rooms to this hotel. For efficiency, you want to make a circuit so you don't enter the same room twice. But this might sound difficult. There's actually a number you can use to remember the road so that you can check every room without much deliberation. How about 25? Like, you know?
Some puzzles must be met
0 and
directly.
5 in a... Yeah, that was way too easy.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Great, if you complete a circuit the shape of the number 25, you can check all the rooms efficiently. Way too simple. Is that all it was? Blimey out, I lost sleep over this. Well, oh yeah. Tell you what, the gents can have room 302, and I have a room for you shortly, lads. Room 302's got the best view in the hotel. It's right upstairs, you can't miss it. That's very kind of you, thank you. Sweet. That almost leads us to the time where, in the beginning scene, we met the Spectre. 103, 127, at the end of the corridor. Room 302. Oh, this is great! We can see the whole street! We have a front row seat if the Spectre turns up. We heard the fake fog appears along with the Spectre. I hope we will be as good as you say. And with that, I'm gonna end the stream here today. I'm gonna see who's raidable. Because obviously this is a great time to end. So... online right now is Madame Juniper. And people we all rated before. So let's rate Madame Juniper, who's currently making a knit happen. And it looks like they're working on a top, which, yeah, looks quite nice and soft yarn they use. So yeah, let's rate them and let's see how their knitting journey fares. I know they only fairly recently this year started learning to knit, and yeah, always lovely to see their progress. It's actually quite smooth of a knit they got going, so yeah, let's share some of there. Madame Juniper mainly does cross-stitch, sometimes very rarely puzzle games, but mostly a cross-stitch, some needle punching, some knitting. I know they wanted to try some crocheting, so, you know, a lot of different things all over. Quite fun to watch, and they always have a puzzle pinned on the top of their chat, so you can actually check that out if you want to do something next to the stream. You know, just have some casual fun there. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow with more of this game. I actually really loved the last Spectre. It's a great game. And it's so much fun. And of course, you know, it's the beginning of the saga between Luke and the Professor and Emmy, so always good to have, you know, the backstory there. And a lot of fun. And then on Thursday, remember, Thursday we're gonna open up some Pokemon cards, Halloween edition. Really looking forward to that too. And we're gonna see if I can complete the trick-or-treat set from one pack. But either way, I hope you all will have a lovely morning, noon, afternoon, evening, nighttime. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you will have a lovely day tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you all back tomorrow for more of this game. Have fun with the raid. Bye bye!